Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Join me as we unbox this guy. He likes to watch and he's bald. His name is Uatu. This is Marvel Selects the Watcher. But before we unbox this figure, let me compare this with my other action figures and their respective boxes. Here's the Watcher together with Marvel Legends Retro Rogue. Here's Max Factory Pigma Kasumi. Here is Mapex Hash Superman. This is SH Pigwarts Dragon Ball Superhero Goku. NECA's Elvira. Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man. And G.I. Joe Classified Series Flint. I believe this is a reissue because this is one of the earlier Marvel Comics figures done by Diamond Select Toys in the year 2005, and last year this figure appeared on the pre-orders list. Let's take a look at the back of the card. Pause the video if you want to read his profile. Here's what can be seen at the bottom of the card. When this figure appeared on the pre-orders list, many are quite surprised because at one point this figure suddenly became expensive and was highly sought after by collectors because it was last seen 10 or 15 years ago. Let's start unboxing this action figure. Of course, we start at the bottom. We pull this plastic clamshell. I would be happy to rip it like this if this were the action figure that was released 16 years ago. Anyway, let's pretend this was a 16-year-old toy in its pristine condition and continue destroying this packaging. Oh, here he comes now. After 16 years, Uatu is finally released. Uatu was a member of an alien species known as the Watchers. Let's take a look at this piece of paper. Okay. It is showing the other action figures they already released in the market. Okay, there's the Thing, Hawk, Psylocke, Thor, and others. He is still tied up to this plastic. Give me a minute and I will cut it down. Now let's start removing the figure and its accessory. This is the diorama base. I think what they're trying to show here is the moon surface. It was nicely painted. Now we pull him out of this. Oh man, this does not look easy. I should have cut this plastic in half. I hate it when toy companies do this style of packaging. Like I said earlier, Uatu was a member of an alien species known as the Watchers. This creature first appeared in the pages of the Fantastic Four comic books. All the Watchers do is chronicle or watch everything unfolds on a day-to-day basis. Finally, he is free. Wow, look how big his head. Now let's examine the paint of this figure. There's no paint shading on the head. Some shading on the piece of cape wrapped around his upper body. Some light shading on the white skirt. Now let's take a look at the back. There is some shading on the cape. The cape material is like most Marvel Legends figures with cape. Oh man, I think the surface was scraped. I should not have pulled it. If this was really a 16-year-old toy, I'd be mad at myself. Anyways, the overall paint is great. He looks like the ones I saw in the comic books. Now, let me show you his articulation from head to toe. His head can tilt left and right. It can rotate 360. It cannot look up. It cannot look down. It can only rotate. See? This looks like a bobblehead. There's a shoulder articulation. Let's try rotating it. Okay. This left arm is being hindered by the cape. There's a bicep swivel. It's working fine. Single jointed elbow. It means limited range. It can only do this. No rotation at the wrist, only a hinge. No torso articulation, but the waist can rotate. Can he do the split? I think there's no articulation on both legs, all the way down to his boot. None. Oh my god, I didn't know this. I think his cape is removable, but I don't think I'd like to try. His range of movement is so limited. Anyway, the Watcher is not Spider-Man where he needs to do dynamic poses. He can just stand there and be the Watcher. You'll know he's the Watcher. Let's try putting this on. It's quite easy. One thing I noticed, he's kinda difficult to stand on his own without using this diorama base, though I find it he was somewhat leaning forward when he's standing at the base. Next is, let me show you the Watcher together with some members of the Marvel Legends Avengers. Here he is together with some members of the 90s X-Men, or probably X-Men 97. Here he is with Superman and Goku. He wants to witness these two battle each other. Here he is with another bald guy that can one punch him and he's gone. Don't expect articulation on this figure. As you all know, most of Diamond Select old releases were somewhat a statue with semi-articulation. Anyway, like I said earlier, I don't expect the Watcher to do dynamic poses, so his limited articulation doesn't bother me. I just want him to stand in my display cab and watch. Okay, we're done unboxing. If you like or dislike this video, please let me know in the comments. If you're interested in watching my future videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you on my next video. Thank you for watching.